Like the bells being rung. You hear that song coming on?
Of course I do. I hear it, you hear it, the fans hear it as well. That music heralding the arrival of a school of sharks, the Texas Treats.
If you can hear my head shaking right now. Lots of rattling going on right now, and it's just rattling of disappointment, considering the fact that we know where this is going to go.
Well, I'm not surprised there's some rattling going on, given, how little is up there. But, Doc, that's neither here nor there. Fans, if you're just tuning in, I'm Mike Wilkes. That's Dr. The Wife.
Hey-o.
That is J-Wave coming out.
J-Wave with that infamous cane that he tends to use to interfere with matches.
Interferes with matches. He needs that's a medical device.
Medical device that he's using to swing over his head.
To display his enthusiasm, which you should be displaying a little bit more of here, Doc, for Diego Rene, for Don Juan, the Texas Treats.
And there's the announcement, the Texas Treats making their way, we'll say, considering sharks don't walk, their way around the ring and just taunting the audience, which to me is uncalled for.
They may not be walking, but these men are swimming with style. The Texas Treats, the Megalodon, the Mako Shark, Don Juan, and Diego Rene, to say nothing of J-Wave himself. That lady in the crowd likes what she's seeing. She better calm down.
I don't think that's a like that she's displaying. I think it's disgust, more like it.
No, definitely liked what she was seeing from the Megalodon. As everybody else does. Whose kid is that? Get that kid out of here.
He's giving us a show. The kid not really aware that Don Juan's ignoring them, which Don Juan should really acknowledge everyone if he's going to sit there and taunt everybody else.
No, definitely not that kid.
Well, they're in the ring right now.
What's that?
Oh, gosh. The best.
The best. That's right. The Texas Treats.
They're the best at being mean.
I'll tell you what they're the best at, Doc. They are the best at in-ring competition, in tag team division, and in singles competition. You'll notice Chris Marvel not here, competing in singles action elsewhere. Gonna see Diego Rene and Don Juan taking on a relatively new combination of wrestlers, of luchadors here.
We're going to see how they fare. Right now, they're just giving everybody what they think everybody wants to see. Hopefully, we get to move on very quickly. And we hear the antique sounds of just one man. We know who comes out to that song, Animo. And there he is, Animo, making his way around the ring, saludando a los fanáticos.
Hold on, what'd you call me?
I called you lots of things. We just make sure you're asleep when it happens.
Good Lord. Can't believe they have me up here with the like of a disrespectful commentator like you, Doc. Neither here nor there. I'm going to talk to Hybrid Management later. But for right now, Animo is in the ring. He's going to be one half of the opposing tag team going up against the Texas Treats. He's going to be teaming, of course, with Calibus, who we are waiting to make his entrance as well. Famed luchador from Mexico, Calibus, making his hybrid debut here, Doc.
Well, this is something new for the Texas Treats as well. Lucha versus Treats. And look, Diego's just circling the waters right now.
That's right. There's a shark just waiting for his prey to dip their toes in the water, just waiting for a weakness, just a one little opening, and then the jaws are going to snap shut, and that feeding frenzy is going to begin.
This is why you don't go into the waters with a Band-Aid on. They smell blood.
Absolutely right. I'm glad you're coming around, Doc. It's about time you saw things the right way around here.
Right way. We're going to see where this goes first, considering the fact that we're just waiting for Calibus to come out. They're just exchanging words right now.
I see Diego Rene wondering where is he at. Gotta say, I'm with Diego here. Where is he?
Well, he's making a spectacular entrance. You have to be patient. You have to earn that respect. Oh, they're jumping out of the ring. Diego's on the outside on the ring apron.
So Don Juan taking the opportunity to give a piece of his mind to Animo there in the corner. J-Wave.
Taking a minute to do the same. Kane extended.
Well, J-Wave just trying to look out for his team, warning the luchador Animo he better keep his distance. Not try anything funny before this match gets underway.
Anything funny? I think J-Wave. Oh, he's got a...
Doc, he was talking to you.
He's not talking to me. He's talking to you.
Hold on.
And there they go. They're laughing at the Texas Streets Animo. Arms extended, comes back, checking out what the crowd has to say.
Well, no one accused this crowd of having good taste. I mean, clearly, that child right there has had questionable raising, clearly, from the way she's acting in the crowd.
Well, the crowd is here at the hybrid experience, so that is good taste.
I don't know what's happening, but if this guy doesn't get in a partner, we're out of here. I'll do it.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him. You come in here preparing for a competition, having spent all this time mentally preparing, to say nothing about physically preparing, and he can't even show up for his match?
Well, there he is right there. You ask and you shall receive. Came out fresh to death. Calibus from Mexico. He's obliging everybody's request, and Animo now has a partner.
Well, it's about time. I'm glad Calibus could come out here for his scheduled matchup against the Texas Treats, Diego Rene.
Patience. You have to show patience.
Well, I don't think patience is the Mako Shark's strong suit. Chomping at the bit to get involved in this match and get us underway. I don't blame him.
Animo says they're not being Mako Sharks, more like chickens. They haven't even come back in the ring yet. I have to agree with Animo.
Well, of course you would agree with him, Doc, but why would the Texas Treats be in a rush to get into the ring? After all, Calibus was in no rush to get out here.
Well, they were the ones that were already in there calling for the match to start.
That's right. They were ready to go, ready to start this match, ready to start it on time like a professional does. But since we're going to do it on a luchador's time, of course, you know, that's different for you, Doc. I understand. It's okay.
It's not. This is how you savor the moment. This is what luchadors do. They enjoy being in the ring. They enjoy wrestling.
He does. How about him? Does Calibus savor a little bit of that from delicious Don Juan?
Calibus is not putting much attention to that. He's just circling the ring, getting himself ready. He's mentally ready. His body ready. Takes a kick to the gut from Don Juan, and it's clubbed down the spine. Already starting this match.
And that right there is exactly how the Texas Treats want to start things off. If you're coming in here against Animo and Calibus, you've got to be anticipating some high-flying offense just from the lucha libre style down in Mexico. Just case in point, Calibus very easy up and over and just right back to his feet. Hits Don Juan with the arm drag, making it look easy.
Don Juan is in the middle of the ring. Springboard off the ropes. Calibus jumps right into Don Juan. Don Juan's not allowing himself to stay down, though. Only got two.
Just a near fall. It's going to take a little bit more than that to put Don Juan away. Animo now tagged in as the legal man. Both of them in the ring.
Going to use the maneuver that luchadors do best. Making sure that they read each other's minds. Kick to the face. Calibus assists, keeping him down. But look, Don Juan rolls away, showing the fear already. Didn't know Sharks could do that.
That's not fear. That is a ring awareness. That is the veteran mentality that only comes when you're someone like Don Juan, who has been in every situation you can be in between those ropes. That is knowing exactly where you've got to be and when you got to be there to make the tag. But Diego Rene, displaying his own ring acumen, saw the arm drag coming. The Marauder too smart for Animo.
Takes Animo in his arms, really locking in that hold. Animo gets right out, flips over. Another arm drag. And he locks in that arm, making sure there's some twist and torque in that shoulder. Now he has to find a way to get out of that. The Mako Shark grabbing the mask.
He's grabbing a mask, Doc. You know what? If you bring something is in the match, Animo brought that mask in on his own.
There's a level of respect you have to show luchadors when they come in with their masks on.
There's a level of respect. Whatever. What other rules are there that they should be following that apparently only are special and exclusive to luchadors, Docs? Apparently there are special guidelines. Is that how you want to say it?
You leave the mask on and you wrestle the rest of the body.
Well,
that's the rule.
That sounds like something you might be making up and something I'm sure Diego Rene did not agree to, but Animo catches him with the crossbody. Goes for the pin.
Only 2. Shoulders up, kicks out. And the Mako Shark is still in the match. Animo another crossbody, tries to pin him down. Not quite. Mako Shark still has a lot of energy left in that tank.
Diego Rene making his way to the corner, using the ropes to get himself back to his feet, knowing he's got to get back to a vertical base, but Animo charging in with that shoulder tackle right in the corner. Sends Diego Rene right back down. Don Juan catches one for his troubles. Hold on, Vance Jackson, you've got to get in there.
Well, he's doing his job. Vance Jackson's doing a great job right now. Animo takes knees to the torso while Diego Rene's on the ground, drags him into the middle of the ring. Could not get that pin, kicks out. Diego's still back in the match. Calibus just biting at the bit, wanting to come back in.
Calibus better watch himself. He's going to get in some trouble between him and Animo, going to get in trouble with the referee.
Tags made. Calibus is in. Legal man now. Animo's holding Diego to make sure that he can make the trade-off. Both whip him over to the other side. What they're going to do, they're going to smash right into Diego. Woo! Enziguri right to the head. Diego's looking at many sharks around his head, and Animo helps that assist, gets that pin down, but not quite. Only 2.
Diego Rene staying alive for the Texas Treats in this match. Calibus trying to maintain control, tags Animo.
They're keeping that tag going pretty quickly. They're not letting Diego get in a breath edgewise. And you see Don Juan out at the corner. They're actually employing something that the Texas Treats do best.
Well, they need to be employing a little bit of this ring acumen, a bit of the smarts that Don Juan has on display. Saving Diego Rene right there, but Animo comes in, hits him with a double axe handle off the apron. Diego running in.
Calibus has something planned. He's in the middle of the ring, anticipating something while Animo is taking care of business. Double headbutts right on the outside. Animo's still in control, but Don Juan takes it back.
But hold on, Calibus, just like you said, Doc, up on the top rope. Once he got him.
Jumps right down into the crowd.
A flipping senton off the top rope, out into the front row. Fans, we tell you all the time, you get one of your tickets for a hybrid show, you've got to keep your head on a swivel. You don't know what's going to happen. You might wind up part of the show yourself.
Don Juan really angry. Diego Rene being picked up by his head. Animo shoving him back into the ring. Diego in trouble now. Animo's got him down. No, we were close though.
Close, but no cigar. Diego Rene still staying alive in this match, making sure the Texas Treats are continuing. But Doc, don't think it's a secret. Diego Rene looking like he's in a world of hurt. He's got to make it over to Don Juan, but Animo right there.
Animo was taunting him a little bit, letting him go just a little longer.
And let me guess, you're completely fine with that, I'm guessing.
Didn't do anything illegal.
Didn't do anything illegal, right, because that's never stopped you from complaining before, has it, Doc? But Animo, to your credit, or to his credit, I should say, to what you were saying, eats a devastating backbreaker, neckbreaker combination. Don Juan with the pin, a near fall. What I was going to say is Animo's got to be careful to avoid situations just like that. Taking your eye off the ball when you're in there with somebody like Diego Rene, like a Don Juan, is going to cost you dearly, as Animo is finding out right now.
Oh, takes his head off. Diego Rene on the outside watching. Don Juan on the ground. Animo lifts that shoulder just in the nick of time, put his head back together just in time to have it held back by the chin. Don Juan really torquing it back, holding his knee right into the spine of Animo. And he's trying to reach up to the sky, trying to make sure he's letting everybody know he's still alive. But he's going to have to reach for Calibus to get his freshman in. Oh, and cracks him across the chest, maybe almost splitting it open. Animo's really feeling it now.
That's right. Don Juan saw that Animo was trying to reach over, trying to make the tag, and making sure to keep the young luchador right in the path of danger as those hard knife-edge chops cutting off any hope Animo has of making a tag.
Looks like Animo's now in control. He's got Don Juan. Ooh, takes him into the corner, cracks him across the chest a couple times. Ooh, and he continues his assault, only almost just caving in his chest.
Now hold on, Animo just opting to just try and make it to the tag just in time, thinking he had Don Juan rocked, but not enough. Animo goes down. Calibus knocked off the apron. Diego Rene in now.
But there was no tag. He tagged himself.
Of course it was a tag. You saw Vance Jackson. He tagged. That's the referee. Are you going to go argue with the official?
Oh, my goodness. Now we're going for that here?
Doc, I cannot believe you so readily display your bias that you would question the referee, Vance Jackson.
Clothesline takes down Animo. Near fall, but Animo's able to get back up again. Diego now pointing and taunting Calibus as he takes his hands, just takes him down to Animo, just cutting him into pieces.
And let me guess, that's a distasteful tactic to you, Doc.
It is
that
a distasteful tactic. He's just sitting there doing this in front of his partner.
And that proves what I've been saying all along. There are levels to this game in there, Doc. It's not just that Diego is taunting his opponent, trying to be rude to him. It is all a mind game. All he needs is Calibus to just step 1 foot in that ring, and Animo is in a whole world of trouble. Just like right there, the double team suplex takes him down.
I can give you that. This is a mind game. There are levels to this, but you have to find a way to do it fairly. You're not going to sit there and pull people's articles of clothing off.
Doc, as long as it's within the confines of the rules, it is fair. Now, you may not like the rules,
but the results are undeniable.
That's right. I'm glad you see it my way, Doc. Welcome to the winning side.
Unfortunately. Taking a quick sip of water, both Diego Rene and Don Juan just taking it to Animo, just boots to the chest.
Now, I will say I don't know about this. It is important to stay hydrated, of course, fans. Don't get me wrong, but in the middle of a match with someone like Animo, when he's bringing in somebody like Calibus,
I think you're just taking this lightly. That's what I think is happening. And you're allowing this.
I'm allowing it. I'm not the referee. I'm not allowing anything, Doc. Vance Jackson is allowing these gentlemen to hydrate during the match. It is a legal action.
Oh, what do you call that? Hydrating your opponent?
Yes, exactly.
Cracked him across the head with that water bottle. All I see is water falling from the sky. And look, he's not. What is he doing? Blessing the corner?
No, he's doing exactly what he meant to do, and that's drawing Calibus into the ring, distracting the referee as he maintains the assault on Animo. Does Don Juan? This is exactly what we were talking about, Doc. Calibus just letting his emotions get the better of him, falling into the trap that the Texas Treats have laid out as Diego Rene, once again the legal man, hits Animo with that snapmare.
And takes him into a chin lock. Animo now facing his partner as Diego Rene is just taunting Calibus. And Don Juan's going off on the fans while Diego is just trying to strangle Animo. But Animo's trying to find a way out and up. He's got to get back on his feet. That's the only way he's going to be able to reach his partner.
That fan better be careful. Don Juan's going to come off that apron, and that fan's going to be in trouble.
We're going to have to see. Don Juan's going to have to stay away from that fan, otherwise he'll get disqualified. Animo, jawbreaker, takes out
but Vance Jackson checking to see if Diego Rene is okay, but hold on, Calibus trying to bum rush Diego Rene. Unbelievable.
There was a tag, my friend.
A tag. Vance Jackson is saying there is not a tag there.
And now we have an illegal man in.
An illegal?
Taking out the legs of Animo. Now Animo taking a boot to the face and a drop kick from Don Juan.
The delicious one himself giving Animo a taste of the sole of his boot. That luchador might be out cold. 1, 2.
Ooh, nope. He's still in the game. He's still in the match. Animo got that shoulder up just in time to Diego's dismay. And look, we have
Diego Rene looking like he's in just as much disbelief as anybody else here. Don Juan still in control, but gotta think he believed that he would have won the match there, firing off a knife-edge chop. Animo sent back to the ropes. Don Juan now one more time.
Just continuing his assault on Animo, just whips him across the ring, trying to take his head off again with that clothesline. Back elbow, but here comes Animo, takes him down to the mat again.
Hits him with a vicious DDT. This is the opening Animo needs. If he can make the tag to Calibus, this could be the reversal of fortune. But if he's not careful, he's going to wind up stuck in there with the Megalodon.
Megalodon's got a leg in his hand, but Animo's able to roll out, take a boot to the gut. Here we go. He's got him up. Oh, wait a minute.
No, spikes him with the DDT, rolls through. Animo maintaining again that momentum that he needs, but can he get there, Doc? This
Both
match can come down to these these next few moments.
Calibus is back in, as is Diego Rene. Calibus takes a boot to the torso into Diego. Diego's on the ground. He's taking one to the head. Now Calibus is celebrating. He has to be careful. He's got to stay on top. Don Juan's now back in there again. Whips Calibus across the ring. Running the rope. Rolls right over Don Juan. Oh, takes a finger to the eyeball.
But hold on, Calibus rebounding off the top rope, caught Don Juan in a Hurricane Rana. Just incredible offense from Calibus, but he's got him hooked. Diego Rene's got him up into a jackhammer.
And what's he gonna do? No, Animo's back in. He's got Diego in his arm in an headlock. Ooh, takes him into the ground. He's holding him down firmly, but Diego's able to kick out.
Fisherman suplex almost had Diego Rene, but Don Juan not giving Animo any time to breathe. Going right back on the attack, and Animo firing off with some forearms of his own, backing Don Juan up into the corner.
He's definitely showing his heart in this part of the match. He is really not allowing himself to be taken by the vicious treats.
The splash from Diego Rene.
Oh,
good night.
My gosh. The vicious treats is who they are.
Hey, call them what you want. And you know what rhymes with vicious, Doc? Victorious.
Victorious.
That's right, just like the Texas Treats here are tonight. Good job and good effort from Animo and definitely from Calibus, from him making his debut here. See him trying to ward off the Texas Treats.
But it's inevitable. They've secured themselves a win here against two luchadors, Calibus and Animo. Hate to see the way that this had to transpire.
You hate to see a victor is what you mean to say, Doc. You hate to see the Texas Treats on top again. Victorious here at the Hybrid Experience at Jefe de Mayo. And fans, don't go anywhere. We've got more action coming to you here on the YouTube channel, Hybrid School of Wrestling. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and come right back here for Dr. The Wife. I'm Mike Wilkes, and we'll see you right back. Do you want to redo that since you didn't like anything in?